Welcome to another Coastin With Quayz coaster review. This is Mark, aka Quayz, and today I will be reviewing the Jersey Devil coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. Jersey Devil coaster is a Rocky Mountain construction, single rail Raptor steel roller coaster. It is located in the Pine Barrens portion of the park, which was rethemed for this coaster. Jersey Devil coaster differs from the standard RMC coaster in that the train straddles a single coaster rail with riders riding single file or one person per row. Jersey Devil coaster is also a ground-up RMC instead of a wooden coaster redo. Before we look at the layout, let's take a look at Jersey Devil coaster's numbers. Jersey Devil coaster is located at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. It was manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction, features a maximum height of 130 feet with a drop of 122 feet and an angle of descent of 87 degrees. The overall length of the ride is 3,000 feet, features a top speed of 58 miles per hour, features 3 inversions. It opened up in the year 2021 and has a minimum height requirement of 48 inches. As you board the train, it slowly moves through the station, only stopping for a final restraint check before you quickly climb the lift hill. The near vertical 87-degree drop provides a great moment of airtime and gets this coaster going right out the gate. Even though the drop is not straight down, it feels like it is, and this is a great moment of the ride. Also, its 122-foot ascent feels much longer than it should, and I absolutely love that about it. Immediately after the drop, the train rises into an interesting dive loop that slants leftward as you are still climbing. It is a fun moment and a larger inversion than I was used to on an RMC. Next, you pop into the ride's largest airtime hill and another large inversion, a 0G stall. This is my favorite inversion on the ride. It provides a quick moment of floaty hang time, but it is not quite as smooth and weightless as what I've come to expect from RMCs. After the 0G stall, you enter a fun, raised turnaround and then zoom back in the other direction. Jersey Devil coaster's final inversion, a 0G roll, continues the momentum before the train zips up into a mid-course break. The ride finishes its run by dropping off the brake, proceeding through a quick turnaround, and then enters a few small outer banked airtime hills. Usually when I hit the final break of an RMC, I cannot wait to get back into line to ride again. Unfortunately, when I hit the final break on Jersey Devil coaster, I could not wait to get off. During my ride, the restraints were clamping down on my legs to the point where I almost felt like my hip would pop out of its socket. The train has a large wheel well in the center, resulting in your legs being slanted as you ride. The result is a painful position throughout the entire ride. I'm only 5'6", so my discomfort may come from my height, but either way, I felt myself focusing on my comfort throughout the ride instead of the experience of each element of the ride. This discomfort really ruined the ride for me, and that is a shame because I think that Jersey Devil coaster had a lot of great elements and fun moments. I've heard complaints about Jersey Devil coaster not being as intense or forceful as other RMC coasters, but I thought its airtime especially was right in line with RMC's other coasters. The forces present on this ride were also surprising to me as well because of comments that I've heard about this ride being forceless. I thought that there were plenty of forces, especially the airtime moments. The inversions on Jersey Devil coaster are also a lot of fun. That dive loop at the beginning of the ride is a very unique inversion, and I love the fact that RMC did something different here. The other 2 inversions on the coaster are typical RMC fare, but they are fun nonetheless. One minor detractor from the inversions is the smoothness of this ride. Typical RMCs are glossy smooth, whereas Jersey Devil coaster has a slight rattle. This rattle takes a little bit of the effect of the inversions away. Another plus to the inversions on Jersey Devil coaster is that they are rather large and spaced out, which is very different for many RMC inversions. I am used to RMC inversions being enclosed in the structures of wood and being a little tighter. It was fun to experience these more spread out inversions, and I think that they add a little bit of diversity to the RMC catalog while still feeling familiar. If you've never been on an RMC before, I would not recommend Jersey Devil coaster as your first sampling of what they do. I think a great entry into the RMC universe is Twisted Timbers at King's Dominion or Wicked Cyclone at Six Flags New England. Both of these coasters are much smoother than the Jersey Devil coaster, while each featuring 3 inversions. Wicked Cyclone is an especially great example of excellent RMC work, as it is well balanced between airtime, inversions, and overall pacing. It is killing me to have to give Jersey Devil coaster a final score of 7.5 out of 10. This score may be lower than what the average person may give the ride, but for me, it is where it has to fall for now. When I recently visited Great Adventure, this was one of my most anticipated rides, and I got off feeling underwhelmed, sore, and disappointed. My hope is that as I get more rides in the future, I begin to figure out the best seats in the train to maximize forces and comfort, and hopefully my perspective and opinion on the ride will improve. I hope you liked this coaster review. If you have different opinions on Jersey Devil coaster, please let me know what you think of this ride in the comments. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on coasting.